Michelle with Be Empowered Yoga. This is your 30-day yoga challenge series, day 21. We're almost done. Starting on your mat, standing here, taking a nice deep inhale, bring those arms up, exhale, hands down, heart center. Close those eyes, take a nice deep breath in. Bringing yourself into this space, exhaling, letting go of everything that doesn't serve you as you inhale. And exhaling out. Great job. Moving into a cat-cow here, sitting down in that chair position, arching that back, and then bringing that belly forward, pulling back as that spine comes forward, and then arching back in. Feeling this as you move through your cat-cow to warm up and make some space in that spine. Breathing here as you work those shoulders into this. And coming back up to our standing position here. Inhale, bring those arms up. Exhale, over to that left side. Breathing in this. And coming up and over to that other side. Moving that spine freely, allowing us to move through our practice. Inhale up to center. Exhale down into a forward fold. Dropping that head down, releasing everything. Taking nice full deep breaths in here, sending that oxygen all the way around the body. Inhale up to a nice half lift, raising that heart up to the sky. Breathing here. Extending that spine out. Feeling it lengthening. Coming on down. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale down into a forward fold. This time rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae as you come all the way up to standing. Great job. Lifting that left leg up into the body here, giving it a nice hug, working into our hips a little bit more. We're going to pull this out so you can work with your balance a little bit. Breathing here. You can place a hand on your hip or out to the side, bringing that hip in and out. In and out. Great job. Kicking it down and then back behind you and up. Breathing through this. So you can bring those hands to your hips here and drop that foot down. Bringing that right leg up into the chest. Staying nice and stable here. Finding your strength and your balance. Giving that leg a nice hug because it's going to get a lot of love today. Breathing here, placing that hand on that hip or up in the sky here as you rotate that hip in and out from side to side. Working on some balance as we lubricate our hip joint here. Breathing, coming in, and then placing that other hand, kicking that leg back and up a couple of times. Breathing, bringing that leg up and dropping it down. Let's shake out that other foot, and then the other one. Great job. Moving to the front of your mat, working through a couple of sun salutations here. Breathing as you take a nice deep inhale. Exhale down into a forward fold, lifting up into that nice half lift. Plant those hands, step back into your plank position. Giving your plank a little bit of love right now, holding it. Breathing here. Dropping down into your chaturanga, holding your chaturanga, gazing forward, breathing, coming down. Inhale up into a baby cobra. Tucking up and back into your downward dog. Breathing in this downward dog. You can walk this dog out a little bit. Bending those knees from side to side, carrying those hips even over from one side to the other. Enjoying this feeling. Lifting that right leg up to the sky and then bending it as you open those hips here. Breathing. Lifting that leg up, carrying that knee forward and through underneath of you. And all the way back up to the sky, dropping it down. Same thing on the left side. Carrying that leg up, bending it out, opening up those hips. Breathing here. Straightening that leg out. Bringing that knee forward and through. all the way up, dropping it down. Dropping those knees down, open up, push back into a child's position. Keep your gaze forward here. Breathe. Great job. Coming back forward and sitting up into your nice hero's position. Hands to your heart center. Let's take a nice deep breath in. And exhale. One more time. Inhaling. And exhale. Great job. Coming back forward to your tabletop position. Tucking under, pushing back to your downward dog. Breathing in this downward dog. Inhale that right leg up to the sky. Bringing it forward and through and planting it in between you into this nice little stretch here. Working into those hips a little bit more. Untucking those back toes. Coming forward, making sure that knee is over those front toes here so we don't do damage. Breathing. Opening up that hip. Feeling this. And enjoying it. Finding the happy in each moment. Breathing. Tucking those back toes under, lifting up, pushing back to downward dog. Lifting that left leg up, bringing it forward and through. Planting that back knee, untucking those back toes, and sitting into this. Nice and gently here as we move further into those hips. So we can work here into our warrior strength. Breathing, tucking those toes under, lifting up and back, pushing back to your downward dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk to the front of the mat. Lifting up and looking forward, come on down. Inhale, arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, sitting in your chair here. Breathing in this chair, nice and strong here. Finding your inner warrior strength. Breathing. Using that breath to guide you. Inhale up. Exhale down, continuing through your flow. Lifting up and looking forward. Plant those hands. Step back to your plank position. Breathing in your plank. Let's drop those knees down. Come down, chaturanga arms. Inhale up. Tuck those toes. Push back. Downward dog. How we doing? All right. Right leg comes up. We're moving into our warrior, so bringing it forward and through. Breathing here. Pivot and plant that back leg so those toes are now facing the long edge of the mat. This front leg is coming up to a nice 90-degree angle here. We're coming up. Breathing onto this. Lifting those arms straight up to the sky. Sitting down here. Breathing into your warrior. These hips are placed forward towards that short edge of the mat. Are you breathing? I hope so. Send that energy to the muscles. Enjoy this flow. Breathe. Stay nice and strong here. You're working those big muscles. This is doing a lot of good for your body. Just stay here a little longer. Don't be defeated by the mind. Bring those hands down, plant them. Pivot that back foot towards the front edge of the mat. Bring that front foot back. Breathing here in this nice downward dog. How does that feel? So lovely. Lifting that left leg up. Working into this side. Bring it forward and through. Pivot and plant that back foot so those toes are facing this long edge of the mat. Coming into this 90-degree angle with this front leg. Breathing here, these hips are faced towards this front edge of the mat. Bringing those arms up, warrior one. Finding that warrior strength to stay here and breathe. Come into this a little deeper if you'd like to. Wherever you please. And breathe. Holding the strength. Finding the strength to beat your mind. You're stronger than it's telling you you are. I know you are. And so do you. Let's keep going. Breathing. Dropping dropping those hands down, pivoting that back toe so it's facing that front mat edge. Front toes move back into your downward dog here. Breathing. Gaze forward. Walk to the front of the mat. Lifting up and raising that heart to the sky. Come on down. Arms all the way up to the sky. Here we go, sitting in our chair. Breathe nice and full and deep. Enjoying each moment that we have in each pose. Finding the great sensation that each pose offers. Breathing. Inhale, come up. Exhale, down into that forward fold. Lift up and look forward. Plant those hands, step back, plank position. If you'd like to do chaturanga, do chaturanga. Or drop those knees down, come down to chaturanga arms, up into a baby cobra. Tuck those shoulders, tuck those toes, push back, downward dog. Breathing in this downward dog. Lifting that right leg up. Bringing it forward and through, planting it in between those front hands. Pivoting and planting that back foot. Lifting up to your warrior one. We've been here. You know how to do this. So these hips are facing forward. Breathing in this. Tilting those hips so they're facing now this long edge of the mat. And now straightening out those arms. Sitting into this. Breathing. Sitting a little bit deeper, bringing that spine where it should be. Staying nice and strong with those arms here. Strong with those legs. Breathing nice and deep. You've got this. Stay with me. Cartwheel those hands down. Pivot that back foot. Bring that front foot back to meet it. Hanging on here for just a moment. If you'd like to, drop down in your child's pose. Otherwise, breathe. Left leg comes up. Bringing it on forward and through. Planting it in the middle. Pivot and plant that back foot here. Lifting up to our warrior one. You know where those hips are? And we know where they should go. So now our hips are in line with this long edge of the mat. Breathing into this. Sitting a little bit deeper. Straightening out that spine. Not being pulled forward or back. Breathing nice and strong. You've got this. Staying here. Keep that gaze over that front finger. Work those leg muscles. Dig deep. And find your inner warrior strength. You've got this. Just breathe. Listen to me and not your mind. I believe in you, and you can do this. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, come down with those hands. Pivot that back foot. Bring that front foot back. Push back, downward dog. Breathe in this downward dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk to the front of the mat. Lifting up and looking forward. Coming on down. Inhale, arms all the way up. Whoop. Exhale, sitting down in your chair. Hands to your heart center. Breathing here. Enjoying this. Lifting up. And coming all the way down. Lifting into that nice half lift. Planting those hands. Stepping back into your plank position. Coming down into chaturanga or dropping those knees and coming with chaturanga arms. Lifting up to a cobra. Tuck those toes. Push back. Downward dog. Continuing with our flow. Right leg comes up. Forward and through. Pivot that back leg. Come up. Warrior one. Hips are facing forward. Swinging that arm back. Tipping into this. Rotating those hips. Breathing here. Warrior two. Tilting back here. Reversing that warrior. Breathing. Coming back forward. Into this. Bringing that arm over the head. Resting that front arm on the leg. And coming back to your warrior two. Cartwheel those hands down. Pivot that back going to kind of take a little hop, hop, and bring that leg up. Feeling nice and strong here. Breathing, you can bring those hands to your leg, and then eventually bring them to your heart center here, working into your strong warrior three. Breathing here, bringing those hands up, straightening out those legs. Making a T with that body. Bringing those hands in, bring that front leg, back leg forward, dropping down into a forward fold. Lifting up to that half lift, coming on down, giving those legs a hug. Great job, legs. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, sitting in our chair. Nice job. Breathing. Inhale up. Exhale down. Lifting up and looking forward. Plant those hands, step back to your plank position. Breathing in plank. Drop those knees if you'd like, or full chaturanga here. Coming up to our cobra. Tucking back, downward dog. Breathing. This time your left leg comes up to the sky, bringing it forward and through. Don't worry, this is the last one. Pivoting that back foot, coming up to warrior one. Breathing. Bringing yourself open to warrior two. Sitting in this, straightening out. Enjoying this lovely feeling. Reversing back, breathing in this nice reverse warrior here. And then coming forward, front arm goes down on that leg, back arm up and over that head. You can gaze up here or bring that gaze down. Breathing, coming into your warrior two here. Cartwheeling those hands down to that foot. Pivot that back toe. Hop, hop, lift that leg. Breathe here. You can place those hands on that leg here, and then eventually coming up to your heart center, finding your balance, finding your inner warrior strength. Bringing those hands out in front of you. Finding a drishti to help keep you strong. Grounding that bottom foot. Lifting up. Finding that warrior three. Breathing here. And bringing that back foot forward. Hands to your heart center. Shake out that other foot. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Great job. Inhale, bring those arms up. Exhale, down into a forward fold. Lift that heart up. Plant those hands. Bring yourself down to the mat. Great job. And bring those hands to your heart center. Breathe a nice deep breath in. And exhale. One more time, inhaling. And exhaling. Nice job. Way to stay strong, dig deep, and find your warrior strength. So proud of you. I can't wait to see you tomorrow for day 22. Thanks for joining me today. Namaste.